Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.
There's your weather video for this Sunday, April the 19th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray. And it was 50 years ago today that this F4 tornado struck Corinth, Mississippi. Our friend Troy Kimmel over on the Weather Brains crew was influenced by this storm. And so I thought that was notable, and I thought I would point it out in weather history. We have severe weather in Alabama this morning. At least 2 rounds of severe weather expected across the state today. The first round going on right now. I don't know that I've ever had a warning right in the middle of the video before. But we've got strong to severe thunderstorms now. Pickens County moving into Tuscaloosa, Greene, and Hale counties in West Alabama. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect. Lots of torrential rains, lightning, very loud thunder because the storms are elevated in nature, not based near the surface. That thunder very loud. And they've also got a good bit of hail in them. Radar indicating some hail up to 1 inch in diameter and prompting the severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service there in Birmingham. Those storms will be moving through Tuscaloosa the next 30 minutes and into the Birmingham area. Now, here's the all too familiar day 1 severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. They have expanded that moderate risk to include virtually the entire southern half of Alabama, except for much of Mobile and Baldwin counties now, and expecting a regional tornado outbreak possibly late this afternoon and tonight. Now, I think that it might be slightly overdone for us on the north-central part of the state. Slight risk comes up to north of Birmingham, and then a marginal risk all the way up to US 278. Everything's going to depend on the track of the low, as you'll see in just a minute. We'll get into the details here. Going up where the big jets fly, up at the 35,000-foot level, you can see developing trough to the west. There, that will be our main weather maker over the next 24 to 36 hours. Developing 850 millibar low-level jet up at about 5,000 feet. You can see those higher wind speeds there over Mississippi and Alabama. That's leading to the rapid expansion of those thunderstorms over eastern Mississippi and Alabama this morning. And you'll see some very heavy rainfall. Rainfall amounts could approach 1.5 inches per hour. And rainfall totals from this morning's activity could exceed 2 inches, and that could either cause flash flooding or exacerbate the potential for flooding later today. Now, surface low this morning kind of muddled over near Amarillo. Surface pressure is low across the southern United States, but the eventual development of the surface low is really critical to the severe weather event. Let's use the 3-kilometer NAM just as our model of choice here to kind of tell the weather story, and it lines up well with what's going on currently across Alabama. Showers and thunderstorms, 7 o'clock this morning. You can see that should be about what the radar should look like. The simulated radar off the 3-kilometer NAM looks pretty accurate. 10 o'clock, that activity pushing into East Alabama and Georgia, moving on out of the state, setting the stage for a bit of a lull that will be across the state during the day today. We'll see, temperatures warming into the 70s across the area. Dew points, kind of slow to rise until this warm front moves in. This is, looking at 4 o'clock this afternoon. You see an effective warm front set up there across the central part of the state. That boundary beginning to be the focus for showers and thunderstorms. To the south of that, dew points approaching 70 degrees. Instability levels running some 15 to 2,500 joules per kilogram of CAPE. This is a situation that'll be kind of volatile. Moderate instability, decent amount of bulk shear around 60 knots. The stage will be set for severe weather. So, as we move into the evening hours, you can see developing surface low there west of Alexandria, Louisiana. Showers and thunderstorms continuing over Alabama along that warm front. This is for 7 p.m. tonight. You can see showers and thunderstorms in progress across the state. Again, conditions favorable for severe weather, especially to the south of US 80 there in South Alabama. But watch as the surface low moves into Mississippi, it begins to intensify. This is 10 o'clock tonight. And as that trend continues, and I think it will, This storm will this will allow storms over central Alabama to begin intensifying late tonight, and that is not good news. An intensifying surface low moving across central Alabama, pulling up that warm, moist, unstable air into the central part of the state, and we'll see intensifying thunderstorms. Now, the track of the low carries it into East Alabama along I-85. I think that's a pretty good idea of what could happen, but we're going to have to remember this low could be 50 miles to the north because the warm front may make better progress than we think. It could be 50 miles to the south, and that track is going to delineate where the most significant severe weather might happen. Areas along and to the south of the warm front have the highest probability of that severe weather. As we move toward Monday, the system moves out. We're into much improved weather. Tuesday, again, a beautiful day. Highs in the middle 70s after lows in the morning in the upper 40s. Wednesday looks like a gorgeous day, too. Highs again in the middle 70s. Then and by Wednesday night, another system moves in, but it looks like the timing's in our favor on this one. We thought this system might be quite volatile as well, but moving in the early morning hours might be in our favor. But this looks like we'll be dealing with thunderstorms during the pre-dawn hours on Thursday morning. Surface low near Little Rock. That is a favorable position for severe weather in Alabama. We'll be watching it very, very closely. Second low, stronger low, moving into southern Missouri on Saturday morning, but moisture not as available to the system here in Alabama, and maybe that'll keep us from getting into too much of trouble. We're going to focus on the system that we have to deal with today. One of the main threats is going to be flooding. Right along that warm front, the potential is there for training of thunderstorms with very heavy rain this morning, and that means we could see 4 to 6 inches of rainfall somewhere along parts of central Alabama, near along south of the I-20 corridor, and that really could cause flash flooding. The National Weather Service in Birmingham, National Weather Service offices in adjacent states, and also in Mobile have flash flood watches in effect. Good time to review your severe weather safety plan, just like you had to do last Sunday. Don't think this event's going to be as big as last Sunday's, but it could be in places, especially late tonight, especially over central Alabama. Places like Clanton, Selma, Montgomery, Auburn, Opelika, areas in that area, in that part of the state. You're going to have to really be watching out closely. We'll have frequent updates throughout the day. Don't panic, don't worry, just stay with us. We'll keep you posted. We'll get through this situation as we do through all of them. And as I always do, tell you on days like today especially, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something at least interesting to look at.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.